Okay, welcome back. Last time we started up the game and made our way to Oreburgh City, catching a couple of Pokemon on our way. So I'll do a quick little team recap. We have our starter, Kamizoth the Gliscor, which has huge power, which kind of sucks for catching Pokemon, but is amazing in battles. Then at Lake Verity, I caught Lopunny, named Alice, and it has Suction Cups, which isn't ideal and also does no damage. And then on Route 202, I caught Midas the Nidoking. Its moveset isn't incredible. Like, it has good range, but kind of no power behind it. And also won't really learn much by level up, which is kind of dangerous. I also want to give it the Toxic Plate just because I figure like if I can power up poison moves, it's going to be more beneficial to power up the weak Poison Sting than the huge power Poison Jab. And also, we just picked up a Yachi Berry, which I probably should give to Gliscor on the off chance that I run into an Ice type, because the Yachi Berry is the one that because in this gen they introduced a whole bunch of berries that like reduce the power of super effective moves, and the Yachi Berry is one for Ice types. Also, I'm going to fight these two trainers, because once you beat them, they give you a free potion. And also, I can kind of just do with the experience for Lopunny and Nidoking. So let's just go straight for Poison Sting and see how much this does. That did, not much. Also, this Growlithe had Mold Breaker, which is kind of cool. Okay, yeah, I guess there's no real point in going for Poison Sting, because even with the boost, because even with the boost, Double Kick just did more. Maybe I can get lucky and actually get the poison, though. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, I actually got the poison. And now, hopefully, we can just get 2 Double Kicks in and not get critted on our way out. Because I think it dies to poison here. Okay, and that should bring it down. 10 out of 10. We'll probably go up to level 9 for this. Okay, so that's very good, very helpful for us. Actually, we almost went to level 10. Also, I do have a little bit of a concern here, because we can go and get the Old Rod from a fisherman just west of Jubilife. However, I'm definitely going to go and do that. The concern, however, is there's 9 potential encounters I can get, and obviously, I cannot get all of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to skip out on like 6 or 7 of them in this episode, and I will come back for them later. Because, honestly, well, there's a whole bunch of Pokemon I would like. Well, there's a whole bunch of potential encounters, and I cannot get at them all. And, okay, no, it won't. But we shouldn't die in one hit, so I'm just going to swap Midas out, send Alice in, and hopefully just absorb a fair bit of EXP for this. Come on, we can live 1. Okay, that only did 7. So now the Arcanine goes down to poison. Also, what are the odds of that? We thought the first trainer they had a Growlithe and the second one had an Arcanine. The odds of that, the odds of that must be like 493 to 1. Anyway, so now we get a free potion, and well, it is time to run back and heal. Because, well, I don't really want to go into another fight with this, and I know that we have a rival battle coming up. And this is also, and said rival battle is where I get to finally test, I say finally test, it's where I get to see confirmation on whether I messed up or not, and if our rival actually does carry his starter with him for the whole game. Because if he doesn't, I'm gonna need to make a little note in the first episode on that. Because I think I said he does, and yeah. Fitting that I mentioned a potential mistake I made, and now have to go and talk to some clowns to get the Poketch. Also, a fun little fact about these clowns. They'll all ask you a question, one about experience, one about Pokemon move types, and one about Pokemon held items. The answer to all of them is yes. Like, all of their questions, you just mash through the text and just hit A because, well, all of their questions, all of the answers are yes. And also, if you come back here throughout the game, after I think it's like every 2 gym badges or something, they'll give you another app if you talk to the guy. Honestly, the Poketch has a whole bunch of apps. I think there's like 22 or 23 in total. and honestly, I think I remember most of them, but like, I only ever really used like 2 or 3. Like, the team viewer one has always been like the go-to. It's always just, because it's just like, hey, I can see my team and their current status at all times. Great. They're like, oh, this thing's low on health, and might need to heal that real quick. So before we do anything, also I just went and got the fishing rod and also picked up a lava cookie. If I can find somewhere where I can buy lava cookies, that'd be great. That are old gâteaux because they do the same thing and they are effectively full heals for a third the price. So we also have the torch now, which also tells us the time. We have a little calculator, which, fun little fact, if I look at the numbers here, 154. So if I do 100 plus 54, if you do maths and it adds up to the total number, and the end result is the number of a Pokemon, it will actually play that Pokemon's cry if it's registered in your Pokedex. Then you have your step counter, and then you have your team viewer. And honestly, and also, I've never been a massive fan of the green for the Pokedex, and I don't have the color changer, because you need to get a Kecleon and show one guy, and show one specific person it. And unfortunately, one, there's every potential that I just never find a Kecleon, and 2, you then have to go like way out of your way for it, and I don't even know if they're available in the. Like, I think it might be post game only. Anyway, one more. No, I was gonna say 1 more pound should bring down this Zubat, but this is the boosted leech life, and that's a crit. Okay, I can still take an. Oh no. Okay, no crit, no crit. I need to swap out. I need to swap my Lopunny out, or I might just killed my Lopunny. Okay, no, yeah, time to swap out, time to just swap out straight to Gliscor. Honestly, it didn't really matter what I went and out to, because both Gliscor and Nidoking should quad resist bug moves. And also, fun little fact, this thing's critting a lot. I'm just gonna go for knockoff. Oh, wait. Okay, this Gliscor, I hadn't thought about it in the previous episode. This Gliscor is even more busted than I thought. Because if every important trainer is going to have held items, knockoff goes up massively in value. And also, there it is, I need to make a note in the first episode that our rival doesn't actually carry his starter with him for the entire game. Okay, I'm actually just going to go back to Gliscor, because I know this thing could have a water move. Okay, went for Absorb. Okay. I mean, actually, would Nidoking have been the play here? Let's just see. 18 or 22. Yeah, yeah, Nidoking might have actually been the play here. Anyway, we can just poison jab this thing into the next dimension. So, yeah, that was a slight misplay on my part, but it doesn't really matter. And basically, as long as I don't lose anything, and as long as I make it to the level, like, as long as I manage to make it to the gym, ideally, but without going over my level cap, I am more than fine with basically anything else that happens. As long as I make it to the gym, hopefully catch a couple of new Pokemon along the way, and ideally don't lose anything. So, I have 9 potential encounters I could get. Because there's west of Jubilife. I could fish on the route south of Sandgem Town. I could fish in Twin Leaf Town. I could go up to Route 204 and into I forget what it's called. It's not Jagged Pass. It's the little cave on the path up to Floroma Town. There's an encounter I can get here. There's one in the Oreburgh Gate, one in the Oreburgh Mine, and one on the little route that is just north of Oreburgh. Okay, also this guy is going to have 2 Pokemon, because, well, he mentioned a Kricketot and a Zubat. So what is he going to have in their place? A Dugtrio! well, those are both... Well, Dugtrio is just better than those two Pokemon in general. Although I think I would rather have... I think I'd rather have a Golbat or a Crobat than a Dugtrio, though. No offense to Dugtrio. And it's a... And depending... Actually, I've never used a Alolan Dugtrio. A Alolan Dugtrio might be really good. And also, 10 out of 10, Lopunny finally doing visible damage to things. I know that Dugtrio just doesn't have a defense stat to speak of, but hey, it's doing visible damage to something. So it's proving at least remotely useful. And I don't know when we learn moves. But 261 experience is nothing to be... is pretty good at this early stage. And I'm just going to stay in and then swap... I'm going to stay in and then hard swap to Nidoking and just use Pack. And that Machop had Trace. So, kinda glad I didn't go out to Gliscor immediately. Okay, yeah, 2 packs will bring this in. It goes for low kick, that'll do nothing because it's quad. No, it's because it's resistant, not quad resistant. Because fighting is neutral on ground, but is resisted by poison. And we don't quite level up, but that is fine. And oh, also we picked up a magnet, so if we do manage to find an electric type, that could be kind of nice. Okay, so let's just... Okay, no one can have that. I think I might just try to clear through all of the trainers here. Okay, this guy has a Shinx normally. What is it going to be? Oh no. Oh no, that's a Latios. No, wait. It isn't an... They aren't an important trainer, so we should be okay. However, I am still just going to swap out to Gliscor and just go for knockoff, because otherwise I feel like I could be in danger. Psywave just does random damage, I think, so that should be fine, and knockoff should probably one-shot, because it's super effective. Super effective, huge power, there goes a Latios, and... Well, first legendary we've encountered. Could have gone worse. I am actually going to run back and heal, though. Also 10 out of 10. I don't know why, but I'm suddenly worried about running into an encounter. I think it's because, like, in a normal game, I feel comfortable knowing that I can probably catch anything I run into. But, like, here it's just like, am I going to just run into a Pokemon with an impossibly high catch rate? The answer to that is actually no, because the higher something's catch rate, the easier it is to catch. Because like 255 is the highest one, and then like the lowest is I think 3. And then a lot of the legendaries have 3. Aside from box arts, those are usually like 45, I think. Okay, no encounter here, but there is another trainer, and you know, let's just keep, yeah, might as well, let's just keep Lopunny out front and see how this goes. Okay, someone training for the first gym, I guess that makes 2 of us. What do you have? A Ludicolo. I mean, we just fought a rival who had a Lombraid, like, just down the road. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's not doing a whole lot. Although eventually, I don't know what level it learns at, but eventually Lopunny will learn pretty good moves, I think. And by pretty good moves, I mean eventually we'll learn how to use Return. And, well, you know, the longer we spend time with our Pokemon, the higher the affection goes. And therefore, eventually, we can have a very strong move with Return. I think we naturally... Lopunny also naturally learns Jump Kick, and I think High Jump Kick. Okay, High Jump Kick, asterisk, if I manage to keep it alive and /or on the team until like level 56 or whatever. Like, it's a very late move, so is Bounce. But like, Quick Attack, honestly with just Quick Attack and Return we should be pretty good. And then we have potential through TMs as well. Okay, Midas can finish off this Ludicolo next turn. And where's it going? Pack. Why did I swap to using Pack? No real reason, just because I could. And Midas goes up to level 11. Okay, youngster Sebastian is defeated. And let's just... Is this a trainer? Okay, yes. Yes, they are. We found another trainer while looking for some Pokemon, but what do they have? They have 4 Pokemon, and one of them's a Jirachi. Okay, they have multiple Pokemon, so their Pokemon should be weaker. Steel still resists Dark in this gen, but Knockoff should still do good damage. And we are double its level, so we should just knock out this Jirachi in one. There we go. The potential Jirachi crisis is averted. Okay, what's next? An Abomasnow? Oh no. Oh no, Abomasnow actually just ruins my team. Is what I would say if I didn't have it. If I didn't have, you know, a huge power poison jamming Gliscor. That's like nearly triple its level. So that Abomasnow can get that up out of here. However, I do now need to be careful because Gliscor is coming up on the level cap. Oh no. Because if Gliscor goes to level 15, I can't use it for a fight with Rolk. Okay, I'm starting to get a little stressed about this level cap already. Like, I know... Okay, there we go. Probably the first and only time we're gonna... Genuinely, the first and maybe only time we're gonna see Lockety one-shot something. Okay, and a Dodrio. I really like Dodrio. Unfortunately, it's one of those Pokemon that the physical special split was not very kind to. Like, it was way better in Gen 3 than it was in Gen 4, I think. Because in Gen 3, Tri-Attack was still physical, so it just had Tri-Attack available to it at all times. Okay, so there's one trainer left on this route. And they are in range from here, okay. They got a nifty keen gym badge from the gym leader in Oreburgh City, okay, so they're strong enough to beat one gym leader. What do they have? I can see why. Okay, yeah, I can see how they managed to beat this gym leader. I don't want to have to, but I'm just gonna I don't want to, but I'm gonna have to go Gliscor and just knock off. Oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? 39. Okay, that only did 10, and knockoff should one-shot. We're 4 levels up and have huge power. Okay, so like, we've literally been across like the first main route in the game, after the first proper town, and well, we have an encounter. What do we have? A Skuntank. That's not ideal, because that's what? Poison Dark? Sandstream. Wait, Sandstream is really good. Sandstream is huge, actually. And that hit for way more than I thought it would. So Skuntank is now pretty much just on a timer. Fortunately, I don't have too many Pokeballs to try to catch it with anyway, so I guess I'll just throw free. I'll use free, and then if I don't get it, I'll just leave it. Because, other than again, Sandstream would be so good, because I have 2 ground types. And, well, just having more Pokemon is always good. Free? No. Actually, what would I even name a Skuntank? Like, what are notable skunks in, like, games or anime or whatever? Like, what do you name a skunk? One? No? Okay, you know what, I'll throw one more, and if it doesn't stay in, I'll just knock it out and run. Actually, I mean, it'll probably just do that itself, won't it? Come on, Skuntank, you know... No, I was gonna say, come on, Skuntank, you know you want to stay in the ball. I mean, I was gonna head back to the Pokemon Center anyway, but that really just kind of locks it in that I need to. Okay, so we take some poison damage. You know what? I'll throw one more, and then that's it. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Skuntank. Thank you for finally agreeing to come with. Attacks by spraying a horribly smelly fluid from the tip of its tail. Attacks from above confound it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna skip naming it for now, and if I think of a good name for it, I'll come back later and rename it. Okay, hasty nature, so that's what, minus physical defense plus speed, and it does have sandstream. Okay, and we can poison things on demand now, so that's not too bad. However, having said that, I don't even know what its level up moveset is. I know that eventually it'll pick up Night Slash. I imagine it'll pick up Feint Attack at some point, and I know for a fact that it learns Flamethrower. Like, I think everyone who ever played through everyone who ever played through this game and had a grass type or a bug type on their team, the first time they fought Jupiter and suddenly just got hit with Flamethrower, I think everyone can relate to that. It's like, oh, why do they have Flamethrower? They're like level 23. And also, I now have a little bit of money, so I'm going to buy 10 more Pokeballs. And yes, I am going to be spending most of my money for this entire game on Pokeballs. So, yeah, I really hope I get an amulet coin. Okay, so well, if nothing else, at least I managed to catch something on Route 203. I do kind of want to see what my other potential encounters could have been, though. So, well, while we're here, what else could we have had? A Kricketune. I'm very glad it wasn't a Kricketune, because I'll be honest, memes aside, I'm infinitely in its debt, and Kricketune has my gratitude for its savior move in Soul Silver, but like, it ain't good. I would have loved to have gotten the Porygon Z. I wouldn't have been able to catch it, but I would have loved a Porygon Z. Actually, in this game, you're normally gifted a Porygon later on, but obviously it'll be randomized. But then again, I imagine catching a Porygon is very hard. So, yeah, that's fine. And can I see something else that we could have had? No? It can't just be Kricketune, Skuntank, and Porygon Z out here. Like, there's no way that it's just those three. Because out here, you can normally find like 6 or 7 things. Yeah, because normally out here, it's like, what? Starly, Bidoof, Kricketot, Zubat at night. Actually, Kricketot at night as well. Shinx is available out here. I think Abra is available out here normally. Okay, Jigglypuff. Yeah, I'd rather have Skuntank than Jigglypuff, to be honest. So far, out of the 4 different things we've seen, Skuntank currently sits at a nice and powerful 2nd place for what I would have liked. So I want to see one more thing. Like, I want to see one more unique Pokemon that I could have had here. Like, I want to see one more unique Pokemon that I could have had here before I head on into Oreburgh Gate. Come on, something new. I could have had a Banette. I would have loved to have gotten a Banette. Like, Banette is... It might be my favorite ghost type, actually. Like, it's very close between Banette, Gengar, Mimikyu, and Chandelure. But those are, like, my top 4 ghost types, and they are, like, dead even. Like, I love all 4 of those Pokemon. Okay, so we now have Rock Smash, which, we can't get rid of, but, oh, we haven't encountered it? Okay, a Hoothoot. Okay, you know what, that's fine. That is more than fine by me, because if nothing else, it should be very easy to catch. You know what, it's nice, it's humble. It's nice, it's humble, it's gonna stay in the ball. Thank you, Hoothoot. And you know what, we had a Noctowl in Soul Silver, and honestly, K-Power of a Noctowl kinda did some work for us until it was doing some work for us, and then it got kicked in the head by a Hitmonlee. And, yeah, I got kicked in the head by a Hitmonlee. Like, that Hitmonlee had set up, it was out for blood, This thing has no guard. Oh, that's actually broken. We have no guard hypnosis. Oh, we have no guard hypnosis. That makes things so much easier. I wanted to go around them and I walked right into them. Oh no. Okay, come on. Just not a Kyogre. Okay, it's a Delibird. It's a Delibird. What was I worried about? Also, I don't even know why I was specifically noting not Kyogre. An Ice type would be more dangerous to me. And even then, it's just like a Poison Point Delibird. Now I've seen it all. It's like that Delibird is just throwing out poison presents. This is throwing poison presents. It's choosing routes. Well, earning a return, we're going to get rid of... They're going to get rid of Endure, but now Elophony should have a better move. It should be significantly stronger than Pound. I don't know exactly how much stronger, but like... Because it doesn't tell you the exact number, obviously. But we've leveled it up a fair bit, we've walked a bit, and it hasn't been knocked out or anything, so we should be good. And I'm also... Okay, what else could I have had here? Okay, a Pineco. Another Johto Pokemon, another kind of humble Johto Pokemon. Not too bad, not too bad. I'm just gonna fight this right now because otherwise I will just run into them on the way back and probably get annoyed about it. Okay, a Swallow. Swallow is so cool. I love Swallow. Like, it's probably my second or it's probably my second or third favorite of the early game birds. It's weird because I always want to call it... That Swallow has Truant. Like, I always want to call them the Route 1 birds, but that isn't necessarily accurate because you can't get Pidove and you can't get Swallow on Route 1. But like for Pidgey, for Hoothoot, Star Alley, Fletchling, and what even is the one? Pick-a-Pack. And my mind's gone blank. What this ending? Nuzlocke. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And also, it's not Rookie D. Is it Rookie D? Yes, Rookie D is the best one because it becomes Corva Squire and Corva Knight. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I forget a lot of things about the Pokemon in Gen 7 and Gen 8. I've barely played those gens much. Mostly because, well, Gen 8... Okay, that's not necessarily true. I've played Gen 7 through like 4 or 5 times. But also, I haven't loaded it up on Citra yet, and the hinge on my 3DS is actually just kind of broken, so I don't really want to use it. Okay, so let's just quickly head on into the Pokemon Center and heal ourselves up before we do anything else. Okay, what I'm gonna do I think? Do I want to end the episode? No. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go talk to our. We're gonna do a couple of things around Oreburgh, and then I'm gonna end off the episode. So first things first, I'm gonna check out the secondary mart because, well, there should be things here. Oh, that's. I mean, I did just say I wanted lava cookies at some point in this game. So, I will keep that in mind. Oreburgh City has lava cookies. And I know there's an in-game trade in one of these buildings. And I don't remember what. Oh. Would I be willing to trade Onyx for Togekiss? I mean, if I had an Onyx, I would very much... if I get an Onyx, I will be very happy to trade it for a Togekiss. Because Onyx kinda sucks. Okay, I'm gonna go into the mine for the encounter, and not the route north. I can get that encounter after I come back from Eterna City, I think. And also, there's a whole bunch of items here. Okay, we get a red scarf. That's going to do absolutely nothing for us. A shiny stone. If I get a Curlier, if I get a Togetic or specifically a male Ralts that could be very helpful, because if I get a male Ralt, once it becomes curly, I can use a Shiny Stone and that'll turn it into Gallade, and I really like Gallade. Well, Gallade, either way, it's really cool. And also, well, the Oreburgh Mine. What do we have as our encounter for here? Well, no, I was about to say nothing on this screen, apparently, but we have a Trico. Oh, hello, friend. Hello, friend. Do you wish to look as happy as me? I don't remember the entire spiel of that bit. Like, I remember the... Actually, what episode even is that? I know it's the episode where Homer gets the auto-dialer, but I don't remember the, like, B-plot of that episode. Like, Homer gets the auto-dialer. I think it's a Lisa-centric episode, but I don't remember what happens in it. And I can now... Well, I can put it to sleep, and now I can just start throwing balls at it. 1, 2, 3... Come on, Trico. Really? Trico just wanted to make me look bad, I think. Okay. That actually woke up very quickly. Maybe it has early bird. Okay, so we're just gonna hit it with tackle. And I'm gonna put it back to sleep. I'm gonna put it back to sleep, then swap out to Skuntank. Because by swapping out to Skuntank, I can bring in Sandstream. Like, I can put on Sandstream by swapping out to Skuntank, and also not put Hutu in danger, and also just kind of just gradually chip away at its health bar as well. So from there we should be okay. And honestly, I might have to do a bit of grinding between episodes, because, well, I have a gym leader to fight in the next episode, and honestly, Trico, Skuntank, and Hoothoot aren't exactly at... They aren't exactly at a fighting level just yet. I do want to know what ability this Trico has, though. Because it's waking up somewhat regularly, so I don't... So my earlier assumption that it had early bird is kind of going away. Okay, I'm gonna scratch it one more time and then start throwing balls again. And honestly, oh no, Skuntank, why would you crit there? Okay, come on, Trico, you know you want to join the party. Like, you know what happened the last time I had a Trico on my team. No? Man. Gex made it all the way to the end of Emerald, come on. Like, Gex made it to the end of Emerald, Trico, you know this. Come on, buddy. Wait, it's not taking damage from a sandstorm. Does this thing have, like, Sand Veil? 3? I think this thing might have Sand Veil or something, because it isn't taking any damage from the... Like, it isn't taking damage from the sandstorm. Yeah, so it must have Sand Veil. Or, did Sand Rush exist in this gen? I don't think it did. Yeah, it must have Sand Veil or something. So, it has something that's preventing it from taking damage from the sandstorm. So, I'm okay with this. Because this is also playing into my hands. Am I making a sandstorm team by accident? Okay, so let's Hypnosis and start throwing Pokeballs again. Okay, Sandstorm rages, we take a little bit of damage, but that's fine. We have 7 turns to catch this. Come on, Trico, you know you want to join the team. 1, 2, 3, click. There we go. Thank you, Trico. Thank you, Trico. Gax, welcome back. Souls for Sphere, come on and countless tiny spikes enabling it to walk on. That just seems uncomfortable. Actually, do I want to name it Gax again? Oh, what's that cool lizard thing? What's of a ninja? You know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna name it Gex, and if I think of a better name, I'm gonna name it Gex for now, and if I think of a better name for it, I'll rename it when I get there. When I get to Eternity. Okay, naive nature, so that's plus speed minus special defense. Magic Guard. Okay, that's actually really good. Like, only takes damage from attacks. So, like, it won't take damage from entry hazards, it won't take damage from poison or burns. That is potentially really good. That genuinely is super good. We could have had a Caterpie. Funnily enough, Caterpie, and by extension, well, not specifically Caterpie, but, whatchamacallit, Butterfree. Butterfree is one of the very few Pokemon I actually had a name planned for. Because I actually have a name that I normally give my Butterfrees. We also could have had a Carnivine. Carnivine would have been an interesting pickup, because Carnivine's one of those really weird Pokemon. Because, like, it's kind of cool that it exists, but it's also just kind of horrific. And also just one of those Pokemon that time forgot. Anyway, he has the first gym leader. He's just going to show us, hey, this is what Rock Smash does. Too bad you can't use it until you beat me in a battle, huh? And so we're going to have to go and fight Rock. I mean, we weren't going to have to fight him anyway, but now we have double reason to, because we need to be able to. Okay, we could have had an Ilamise. Is this a mine or like, is this a mine of a forest? Am I gonna walk into the Eterna forest and find all rock types? That would be kind of funny. And also very ironic that, like, I found all the bugs. Or an Octillery? I could have had an Octillery, I would have loved an Octillery! I say that, but at the same time, I'm very happy to have Trico, because honestly I wasn't expecting to be able to catch it. Because catching stars is a giant pain. But hey, we managed to get it. And, well, the fact that it has Magic Guard is very, like, it having Magic Guard might not be too helpful in the actual game, but when it comes to actually having been able to catch it, I am more than happy about it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save the game here and end off the episode. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a bit of grinding to get Skuntank, Trico, and Hoothoot leveled up a bit. And then I'll start the next episode by fighting the gym. So I'll hopefully see you all for that in the next one. Okay, later.